Cheers. All right, honeys. This is a whole new part of Girl Do It For You. This is Tipsy Talk Tuesday. Welcome. This is basically where we're gonna just shoot the shit. We're gonna just talk real, because we're gonna be tipsy every time. This week's episode is sponsored by Cutwater Tequila Paloma. Fantastic, we love her, she's a queen. I do like Cutwater's mango margarita. It is like 14%, so I can only have like one. The Tequila Paloma are only 7, so we've already had one. Now we're working on our second, but this would just be a fun space for us to just be openly honest and have a good laugh, because everyone needs that in life. Life's too serious sometimes, so I figured let's shoot the shit together and let's have fun. So Tipsy Tuesday will be obviously released on Tuesdays, but it's only going to be one Tuesday a month as of right now. I'm doing this by myself, and it's a little difficult to be doing Tuesdays and Fridays every single week. That's why we dropped down to just Fridays when I initially started. But I wanted to bring back the Tuesdays, and I think Tipsy Tuesday is a great idea. So we're going to do one Tuesday a month, and we'll see how it goes from there. We'll have guests, we'll have fun. This was actually inspired by Hector. We love you, because we did that episode with him, and I was like, this is fantastic. Like, comical. Who wouldn't love to hear? Who knows, maybe you guys don't want to hear, but you're going to hear anyway. Okay, let's talk about 2024 intentions. Obviously, it's January. Obviously, people are doing dry January, which clearly I have opted out of dry January. But although if you're doing it, great for you. I'm happy for you. Great, good things. But like, it's just not something I wish to participate in. And all over my TikTok page and Instagram, it's everyone, oh, you should do dry January, or you should do this, or oh, this one time I cut out sugar and I've never touched it since. Okay, that's not realistic, but I will not be participating in dry January. However, if you wish to, congratulations. Something that bothered me about 2024, when not even just the year, we're like fucking 6 days in, but you know when it's the new year and everyone sets resolutions or intentions or whatever the fuck they're called? Like, I've never been a fan of them, because I would make them every year and never stick to them. Like, every year, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No, it wasn't a thing. So I'm just not doing it this year. Like, I'm making little like goals for myself, I would say, but they're not necessarily pertaining to 2024, because let's see, if I make a goal for 2024 and if December 31st comes and I've not done it, I'm gonna feel bad about myself, and I'm not doing that. So I didn't actually set one goal for last year besides get married, which I did, successfully, of course, because my husband loves me. But I didn't set any resolutions, intentions. I didn't do any of that. This year, my things that I would like to happen, and then mine are like goals for like a couple years. Like, I'm not gonna push myself to, because I'm not that type of person. If I can't get it done, I'm going to beat myself up about it by the end of the year. And I don't want to do that. Who wants to do that? So, like, we have one collectively, me and my husband have decided that we're going to try and get debt-free this year. But, like, if we can't get debt-free because life fucking happens, okay, who cares? We're going to try our best, but, like, we just had a very big wedding 4 weeks ago, and we have a lot of travel to do this year. So if we can't get it, we can't get it. It's not going to be the end of the world. And, like, I have some goals for the podcast, obviously, but, like, I can only do so much. Like, if I don't get the amount of downloads I want or get picked up, then, like, I can't beat myself up for that. So that's what we've decided. We only have 2 collectively, and we're going to figure it out. But, like, I just think the whole thing of, like, resolutions, I feel like everyone's got the stereotypical, I'm going to work out. Listen, if you know me, I don't go to the gym. I don't work out. And I don't feel bad about that. Everybody will always say, like, it's good for you. Like, I do it for mental health. And I'm like, good. I'm proud of you for that. Like, that helps your mental health. That's not what helps mine. I hate the gym. It's not even the working out. I just physically hate the gym. Like, the gym mindset and the whole like, I hate it. I can't do it. I can't go in. I can't, no. And I used to go, me and my sister used to go for like a year, and I saw zero results, and I was like, fuck this. Why am I eating correctly, drinking my protein, doing all this stuff, going to the gym every single day for fucking what? For what? So I don't go to the gym, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'll tell anybody I don't exercise. People are always like, it's bad for your health if you don't do that. It's not me. It's not the type of person I am. I'm not going to do it. But every single year, I think about it because it's on my For You page on TikTok. I go on and it's like, oh, if you start now by March whatever, you'll be able to see it. And I'm like, okay. Like, I don't want to start now, but my entire For You page is filled with that. And I feel like that's so toxic. Like, what if people don't want to start? Like, okay, great, I'm proud of you if you want to go on a whole health journey and you want to start working out, or you have a goal that you want to, like a weight goal that you want to reach. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you, but don't push it on me. Like, I'm not a workout person. My husband goes to the gym. Well, he hasn't this month yet because of everything, but for about a good 8 months in the middle of last year, he went to the gym every single morning before work. 5 days a week, sometimes on the weekend. And only because of the wedding and Christmas and stuff has he not been. But he's beating himself up about it. And I'm like, I'm good. And he never is like, do you want, like, he never pushes me to come to the gym. He never pressures me to come to the gym. It's just not my thing. Like, I don't really exercise. Like, I walk the dogs for, like, maybe a total of, like, an hour a day. And I'm good with that. Like, I don't eat bad. I take care of myself in every other way. So I'm like, I really don't want to exercise. Exercise isn't enjoyable for me. Going to the gym, it's not enjoyable for me. My best friend used to go to the gym consistently when we first became friends, and I would go with her because I was like, sure, like, I'll come with. And it just wasn't for me. Like, it's just not something I care to do. So that is, I will not be participating in. And there's also just so many influencers out there that are like, oh, do this and dry January, and like, we shouldn't be drinking alcohol that often anyway. Okay, well, first of all, I'm fucking Scottish, so like, we're gonna be drunk all the time. But maybe I'm the problem. Ooh, that's a whole other fucking situation. Anyway, with this being Tipsy Talk Tuesday, it's gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be a mess. But I want your guys' like feedback on this. Like, is this something you guys are gonna love? Like, I'm so excited to get people on here with us. Like, we have to do Hector again. We're going to have Jackie on, of course. We're going to have Kaylee, who you guys have never met, but she is, that's my girl. Like, Kaylee's my girl. We love Kaylee. And me and her see a lot of the same things the same way. We have a lot of the same values and reasoning for things. And so she's going to come on because she also is planning a wedding. I'm trying to figure out how to get Rachel on here. That's a whole other problem. We'll figure that out one day. I am going to be home in May, so maybe I'll try and work it that way. Maybe not on Tipsy Talk, maybe on the regular one. But you know what else I've seen a lot of, and it's like intentions? It's like, quit my job and pursue content creating. All right, listen. Listen and listen closely. I'm all for content creation, and I'm all for quitting a toxic job. Like, I'm here for it. However, that's not fucking realistic. Like, I wish I could quit my 9 to 5 and do this entirely. Like, I wish we could do the podcast full time and this was my job and I could make my TikToks and my Instagrams and my YouTubes and everything. But like, I can't do that because I have bills. I have dogs that I have to feed. I have an apartment that I have to pay for. I have a car. I want to travel. Like, I can't realistically just up and quit my job. And it seems like every time people are like, oh, it's a new year, really pursue it if you want the algorithm to love you. And I'm like, this algorithm bullshit is really fucking annoying. Like, I just want to be able to post my content of the real raw me on my podcast and it succeed. Like, why is it so difficult that now you need to post on the podcast platform, on YouTube about it, on Instagram, on TikTok, oh, and a different Instagram account? Like, I physically can't keep up. Like, how am I supposed to do this? And then it's like you have to stick in with the trends, because if you don't get with the trends, you know, your videos don't... I hate all of it. Like, the whole process is so stressful and exhausting. But, I mean, I guess hopefully it'll be worth it one day. Hopefully the podcast will... I I hope one day I can quit my job and do the podcast full time. That is like a life goal of mine. See? Not a year goal, a life goal. More realistic. Like, my life goal is that I don't have to work a 9 to 5, because fuck a 9 to 5. 9 to 5 suck. I'm sorry. A 9 to 5 job is awful. Yes, it pays the bills. Yes, the income is good. And yes, it's like a consistent salary every month. Gives me and my husband healthcare. Pays for the bills. Sure. But, like, it's not what I want. If you love a 9 to 5, I'm happy for you. I personally am not built for a 9 to 5 lifestyle. It's not for me. I've only been doing it for like 2 years. I've been a year and a half at the job I'm currently in, and I did it for 6 months before that, and a different job, and it's just, I don't know, there's so much. There is the good about it, because you get your nights and your weekends, and when I was a waitress, that was one of the things I hated, is that I couldn't have any weekends to myself, and I always told myself I would never go back to that, but I just want to do, like, podcasting is truly what makes me happy. And being able to create content and show you guys life and, like, the little recipes I've made, and let's just talk about things, like, that's what makes me happy. So it's just, I don't know what the point of that was, but cheers. If you guys have any drink recommendations, let me know. I love tequila. I'm a tequila girl all day. Keep your vodka, your rum, your whiskey, your gin, keep that away from me. I do like a good red wine though, so red wine recommendations all day every day too. But I'm a tequila ghetto, and it's so funny because the amount of people I've met that are like, tequila's gross. I'm like, grow up. Tequila's not gross. First of all, tequila has like minimal calories and doesn't give people hangovers. Like, it's what's in it compared to vodka, and I'm like, you don't like tequila? You're drinking the wrong tequila. My husband like can't stand the smell or taste of it. I'll make a margarita and be like, try this, and I'm like, you can't even taste the tequila. He sniffs it and he's like gagging, and I'm like, yeah, I'm the only friend, and I'm the only person in my family, my marriage, his family, my friend group. I am the only person that drinks tequila, and I'm like, it's fantastic. Like, I never get a hangover. Vodka physically made me like ill for days. I was laid up in bed, hanging over a toilet sometimes, like, would go out, get hammered, black out every single time, might I add, on vodka, and then not even like copious amounts of vodka at that, like 4 or 5 drinks and I was gone, and then the next day I'm hanging over the toilet for 6 hours, and then around, I don't know, 9 o'clock at night, I'm like, oh, I feel alive. Ridiculous. And I thought it was alcohol. No, it's just vodka. It's awful. But now that I drink tequila, I can have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tequilas, wake up next morning brand new. Now, if we go over 10, there's usually a bit of a headache the next day. Like 12, I've got a headache. But it's not like, I can handle headache hangovers, just like when you get a wine headache. But like, I can't handle being hung over the toilet. So, and tequila goes down easy. Like, it tastes good. The margaritas are delicious. You can do all different types of flavors. Also, people tell me that espresso martinis are for vodka and like, I need to grow up. And I'm like, no, because vodka's disgusting. Vodka's disgusting. Also, another thought. Have you ever done a shot of vodka? Ew. Shot of tequila? Scrum-diddly-umptious. A little bit of salt, a little bit of lime. She's divine. But, yeah, no. The whole night at my wedding, ranch waters. Tequila, soda water, and lime. I don't know how many I had. I had designated my best friend, her bridesmaid duty was to keep my hand full at all times, and she delivered. The night before the rehearsal dinner, I was sitting, I didn't have one, I went and got one, I came back, sitting at the bar, chit-chatting, my glass is like halfway, a little bit less than that full. My best friend walks over, 2 ranch waters, and I was like, ma'am, and she's like, well, you told me, and I was like, okay. Okay, I know what I said, but like, Jesus. At the wedding, every time I turn around, she was handing me one, Alex Matthews Grimsman was handing me one, or the Liz, our event coordinator, somebody was always like, here you go. And I was like, this is fantastic. Also, did not know all of my friends were white wine drinkers, and all of them had white wine all night, and I was like, this is wild. I did not know you guys drank Chardonnay like that. Anyways, I think we're going to keep this Tipsy What Talk Tuesday just like short-ish. Yeah, because this is just the intro. baby, we're just getting started. And it's just me. It'll be more fun when we have people on. So let me know what you guys want to hear. Do you want to hear more wedding stories? Do you want to hear the real wedding stories? Do you want to hear like content creation and hating your job? Do we want to hear, I don't know, life in general? Sure, life as a 24-year-old. Like, would that be fun? So yeah, leave me comments, you know, all the things. Let me know what we want to hear, if we like this idea, because I want your guys' feedback. So I will see you guys. Can't say next week because, you know, once a month. But cheers, babies. And we'll see you next month on another episode of Tipsy Talk Tuesday. Bye, honeys.